Hello to all our youngest disciples. I am so excited to be back with another edition of Some Good News, and I have a lot of good news to share. First of all, I know that many of you are getting ready for Compassion Camp this week, and we are so excited for how you and your families will learn and grow in compassion. In fact, some good news is that by the end of the week, I bet you all will have a few things to teach all the grown-ups in the church about compassion. And we can't wait to learn from you and to see the pictures and videos of your experiences this week. So don't forget to share those. It has been really good news over these past few months that our leaders here at the church have continued to find ways to reach out and share God's love with one another. This week, our deacons, who are leaders in our church that take very special care of our community, the deacons are taking on a new ministry. And to get started, each one of them is getting a special bag of goodies so that they can reach out to our First Presbyterian family and share God's love. Thank you, deacons, for being good news to our church family. We have also continued to find ways as a church to share the good news of God's love with our neighbors out in the community, especially those who need food and shelter right now. Some of you might have helped your parents collect cleaning supplies in the big red buckets. Well, recently we sent those cleaning supplies to our neighbors at a place called Caritas, which means love, to use in their brand new apartments for women who need a new place to live. We've also spent time this summer doing some cleaning of our own, cleaning out and reorganizing our library. Thank you, Marcia Williams. And we donated a whole bunch of children's books and a meal from Chef Jason to the children at the Bridge RVA Literacy Center, who are working hard this summer to practice their reading, like many of you are, I bet. It is always good news when we find creative ways to share God's love. Last week, many of our high school youth participated in a virtual Montreat Youth Conference, which is a special week, kind of a summer camp week where they get to learn about God and practice their faith. Like all of you, these older youth are missing some of the things they usually get to do in the summer, and being able to experience Montreat, even virtually, was really good news. It is amazing how people are finding ways to use their time at home creatively. One of our members, Marilyn Smart, told us that if she had to write an essay on how she spent her summer vacation, it would be an essay about staying at home and making blankets for the special people in her life. What a great way to make use of your time and talents, Marilyn. That's good news. And for our good news grand finale, is there any better news than babies? And not just any babies, but grandbabies. We have some awesome pictures of a few happy grandbabies. Here's Aiden, the grandson of Cece and Becky Satterfield, and Eleanor, the granddaughter of Mary D. and Russell Ellison. What cuties! And finally, some very special good news of the granddaughter of Suzanne Reel, Grace Bowen, daughter of Emily and John Bowen. Now, Gracie was born early and has already shown that she is a kid of amazing strength and resilience. This week, she broke the 4-pound threshold and weighed in at a whopping 4 pounds, 4 ounces. Way to grow, Gracie. You keep up the good work, and we will keep praying that you get bigger and stronger every day. Well, that's not all the good news from FPC, but we have to save some for the next time. So until our next edition of Some Good News, make sure you keep sharing the good news of God's love in all the big and small ways you can. And remember the good news that no matter who you are or where you are, the good news of God's love is for you too.